Good afternoon, Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year when it comes, which will be next week, because today is Christmas Day, because we are live, yes, live at 5 to 3 with a big build-up to Her Majesty's traditional Christmas Day address to the United Kingdom, the Commonwealth, the world, and almost certainly beyond. Add another 10 minutes to your oven timer, let that turkey overcook, let those Brussels sprouts boil to an indigestible solid mass. Let's face it, you won't eat them anyway, because you're not going to want to miss this. We will be building up to the Queen's speech with live guests, and then we will be handing you over to the live broadcast from within the walls of Buckingham Palace. Now, apologies, we have started a little bit late today. This is due to some technical difficulties with our snow machine. Yes, we have a snow machine, ladies and gentlemen, for the first time certainly on any broadcast in the Wandsworth Borough. Thankfully, those difficulties have now been resolved thanks to my new intern, Brian. And as you can see, there's a wonderful blanket of snow here in the studio. And that's not all. We have... Where the fuck is the snow? Apologies again, ladies and gentlemen. This is a live show. It is Christmas Day. Apparently, there are some missing cable connections. Let me just resolve this quickly. Much better, much better. Now the Christmas mood is set, and we have our snow. Oh, on the plus side, while rummaging for this missing cable, I found this wonderful set of Queen Elizabeth II Golden Jubilee playing cards. We will definitely be playing these in the studio after this extravaganza is over. And we actually, there's a couple of extra cards here with a little royal family trivia quiz on. Do we have time for this? Yeah, I guess we do. Okay. Question 1. Who resides at Clarence House? I'll give you a tip, it's not Clarence. The answer is Prince Charles. Well done if you got that one. Question 2. Which British monarch reigned for longer than any other? The answer is Queen Victoria. Question 3. Hang on, that's not right. Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II overtook Queen Victoria in September 2015 to become the longest reigning monarch. You don't get to present SW17 live at 5 to 3 on Christmas Day with the eyes of the Commonwealth on you without knowing this stuff. These cards are out of date. What kind of a world do we live in where playing cards go out of date? This is Brexit Britain, ladies and gentlemen. This is human technological advancement gone haywire. Now, there's just time to read out a special message Her Majesty sent me when she heard I was doing this show. Dear Alan, first name terms, you see. Good luck with the show. Thanks for your support over the years, especially with the fucking Scottish nationalists, and for the wonderful work you do for the people of Tooting. You should be rewarded for this, probably an MBE. Drop me a text to remind me in the new year. Oh, and by the way, those playing cards I gave you, don't read out the trivia live on the show. Question 2 is bang wrong. Best regards, My Majesty. That's how she puts it. Bet Sadiq Khan didn't get one of them. Now, it's time to talk about the main event. Now, after Santa Claus, she is the person most people want to see in their homes on Christmas Day, and we are mere moments away from hearing what she has to say. We are joined live by our special royal correspondent, Yasin Ikram. He's on the ground at Buckingham Palace. No, don't worry, he hasn't been floored by the security services. Not yet. Yasin, thanks for joining us. Merry Christmas and etc. Are you there?
And that is how you make cornflakes.
Sorry everyone, it seems Yasin is trying to shoehorn in one of his ludicrously popular YouTube cooking videos. I mean, really it is ludicrous, the amount of hits he gets just for doing... but don't get me started, it's disgraceful. If I had his ad revenue, we would not need to be using the same set as 2 years ago, or indeed having to fuck around with a snow machine that barely works. Yasin, we discussed this, no using my show as a platform for yourself. This show is about me, this show is about Her Majesty, and then also me. You saw the title sequence, your name wasn't even on there. Admittedly, I am contractually obliged to mention him and link to his channel in the YouTube description. But anyway, Yasin, get on with it.
Now, guys, I'm live outside Buckingham Palace this morning, where the Queen is about to give a speech. As you can see, it's very cold here. It's been snowing all night, but I'm really excited to see and hear the Queen. So, she should be joining us very shortly. So, over to you, Alan.
Thanks for braving the cold to join us, Yasin. As you know, outside the front pages of the mainstream press and various reports and copies of the entire script that have been shared around social media, very, very little is known about what the Queen will say in this top-secret Christmas message. What have you heard? What are your insights?
Let me explain what the Queen will actually be talking about. Of course, the most important thing is Brexit. What does Brexit mean? Are we going for the soft or the hard Brexit? After that, she will discuss Donald Trump and also the Scottish referendum. Oh, hold on, Alan, hold on. Alan, I'm just hearing news that the Queen has gone live. The Queen is speaking live right now. So can you please switch over your channel to the live feed, and I will try and listen into the Queen through that open window.
Fuck! Buckingham Palace is where we need to go now for that live feed. Can we switch to the live feed now? Is the live feed started already? Yeah, I know, Brian, you're just there, but it's not cool to talk to you just like this. In TV, we talk into an earpiece. Even Yasin was doing it. What time is it? What I can't see that clock. We had that later. We superimpose that. Fuck's sake. How do we get the live feed of the speech? Sorry, ladies and gentlemen. Perils of live TV and working with fucking amateurs. How come Yasin knew about this before me? Is there this one into? How about? Which one of these is it? Bear with me, viewers. We will have that broadcast of Her Majesty ASAP. Did you plug the live feed into this Nintendo Wii, Brian? Right, can we just get it on the TV back here? Just switch it to BBC One and leave it to the professionals. Okay, dear patient viewers, we now have Her Majesty the Queen being simulcast alongside myself and this show. We don't seem to have any sound, so I will do my best to lip read and I'll try to narrate what's going on. Just think of it like if you were watching the Queen's speech but you were deaf. Admittedly, you also wouldn't be able to hear me, so that doesn't really help. But here we go. I think as is traditional, she's... Can we get a mirror here? This is my fucking neck. Yeah, we can see clearly here Her Majesty is talking about the role of local communities. A clear reference to local heroes such as our local barber Anton here in Tooting, whose recent production of Sweeney Todd drew praise from critics and gained the attention of Hollywood stars who travelled all the way to Tooting just to see his show. Good to see Her Majesty making a little nod there to Tooting. I imagine there will be a few more such references as the speech goes on. I think she's now talking about the NHS. I think she's just specifically mentioned St George's Hospital here in Tooting. Of course, this is where one of her granddaughters was cared for after being born prematurely. Proof, if it were needed, that Tooting really can deliver. St George's Hospital, of course, recognised for this by recently being placed in special measures, which I believe is an honour bestowed to only the very best hospitals. And now she's... it's difficult, this. On to politics now, and bear with me, ladies and gentlemen. She appears to be saying some things about Nicola Sturgeon that I cannot say out loud on television, even though the Queen just has, for those of you watching on BBC One. I'm going to err on the side of caution here, so I'm not going to get into trouble with Wofcom, which is Wandsworth Ofcom again. Finally, we have some mention, I believe, of Donald Trump and his recent victory in the US. She is confident that she will be able to deal with Trump, as she has experience of orange-haired men and far-right tendencies. I do believe that's a reference to the time Prince Harry went to a party dressed as a Nazi. Now, she's underlining the need to eradicate poverty and the gap between rich and poor, and the rising use of food banks in the community. Very important we have a wide range of food sources available to suit all budgets. For example, here in Tooting, we have Iqbal's mini market next door, where you can get everything from pot noodles to multi-packs of Coca-Cola, sold separately, with Arabic writing on them. Iqbal's margins on this stuff are very, very high, so feel free to haggle with him if you're in a little bit of a financial pinch. Now, I believe this is the brass band playing the theme from Blackadder Goes Forth, so this must be the end. Shocking that there was no mention of Brexit, although admittedly we did miss quite a bit at the start. That's all from us here on this special episode live from Tooting. My thanks to my special guests, Yasin Ikram and Her Majesty the Queen. Thank you both for joining me. I know you're very busy on Christmas Day. I'll leave you with the news that in 2017 we will be moving to a new channel. That's right, Wofcom has just approved the creation of the Tooting Broadcasting Corporation, TBC. It will launch sometime this year. The exact date is still to be finalised. No word yet on the lineup of shows. There will be that's all awaiting confirmation. Should be available across the whole of the Tooting area, possibly even parts of Earlsfield or Balham if the weather's right. Exact coverage area is yet to be announced. And as for whether we will be returning on this new channel, that is also to be discussed. For now, from myself and Her Majesty, have a very Merry Christmas.